Phil was a good club DJ and was well liked, and we thought, well, let's ask Phil. So I reached out to Phil and said, hey man, we've got an opening, come talk to us. And he said, okay. And he didn't talk to us. And this went on for 6 months. And Bob kept saying, is Phil ever going to come in and talk to us? And I go, I gave him your number. I don't know what's going on. So it's 2 weeks before Christmas. And my girlfriend and I are going through town east, and I run into Phil and a buddy. And I just lay into him. I go, dude, seriously, are you ever going to come into the station? He goes, what do you mean? I said, there's a job for you. All you got to do is come in and talk to us. Seriously, you've got the job. You just got to talk to Bob. And I did this for 20 minutes, and he just didn't believe me. And he finally said, okay, I will. And 2 days later, he called Bob. And, and of course, now we have Phil.
It's not exactly how I remember Greg Gann telling the story. I'm Phil Thompson. I worked at T95 in 2 different periods, from 1980 to 1992, and then again from 1999 to 2006. Now listen, if not for Greg Gann, I would not have gotten hired. Greg Gann was my champion. Greg Gann, I would see Greg out at the clubs, and Greg was always on me to come and apply. He knew how much I wanted to be in radio. And you're not gonna get a job if you don't come out and apply. You gotta come out and apply. I don't remember him saying there was a job waiting for me. If he had told me there was a job waiting for me, I would have been there yesterday. But he did encourage me. He said, you gotta come out and apply. And finally, because I didn't have a car, so I had to have my girlfriend take me out to the station. I don't think I had Bob Lawrence's number, I don't. But she took me out there, I filled out an application, and from what I remember, it was probably 2-3 weeks, maybe a month, and the phone rings. Windsor at Kingsborough Apartments, Building X, Apartment 3. It was Bob Lawrence, but he didn't say, hey, this is Bob. He just said, say, I am on the radio. And it's like, what? He said, say, I am on the radio. And then I realized it was Bob Lawrence telling me to repeat after me, I am on the radio. And it's like, I am on the radio. He goes, can you come in tonight? 2 a.m. Absolutely. So the idea was, I was going to go in, and Terry Springs, who did the 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. shift, was going to train me over the next couple of days. She was going to show me, what knobs to turn and, how to choose the songs. So I went in there at 2 a.m. and she set me down in that chair and she goes, okay, here's what you read. Here's how you pick out the albums. Here's the albums right here. You're on. And it's like, immediately, I'd worked in clubs, so I was used to being out and in public. And so they threw me right into that being the bar guy, So I would come and I would pick up the radio station van and go to whatever club and do the remote or the live broadcast or whatever, and then go and work midnight to 6 a.m. And I was just having a ball, And I was a club guy, so I was used to projecting out over a dance floor with all these people dancing, and I'm over-modulating. And so I kind of sucked for a good long time. Because I couldn't dial it back. I couldn't be just a regular radio guy talking to people in their homes. I was talking to people, drunk people, dancing. So they gave me, thank God, a chance to hone my craft.